Amidika Nchia, your former president of the Republic of Ghana, President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Namacha, your former vice president, and then the leader of 2024 general election, His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Masawudu Bawumia, Michia, police station executives, electoral area coordinators, constituency executive, and then our regional executive and the entire national executive. Ohima, we are there. On say we are way your almost say we are dear, we are bibia, we are way. Now feel one kwa. When ya bibia. Anameboa. Nkromfo ekasa soma hailing rollers, soma bashing rollers, you know. To me, no, the rollers ye bia would disqualify in the eyes of the people and the eyes in the eyes of the Almighty God is when people, innocent people, life was what was lost. Oh, me yeah, as the new patriotic party ideologies, no. Yeah, anytime Kura say, Anka discuss it, June 4th, or the uprising, or the coup d'etat of Jerry John Rawlings, because omo principle, no ideologies of coup d'etat, no. We, the new patriotic party, we disassociate ourselves with that kind of ridiculous movement of the PNDC and even the current NDC. Because of what? This 79, 79, the major problem that even our armed forces was facing, 79, lead by this uprising by Jerry John Rawlings, ASA, he has given power, superpowers to junior soldiers against the senior soldiers. But there was a reason for that. Look, which is recorded. No matter what reason. Okay. No matter what reason. Military system, it moves with perfection. It's a professional system. Wow. That is the reason why when NDC, PNDC, do you know NCSAO and more ideologies look at 74. The kind of power Rawlings, then PNDC, Odima junior soldiers, the same powers today. John Dramani Mahama, the current president, is giving the superpower to junior soldiers against the senior soldiers. So why are the citizens happy about such moves? I'm telling you that it is ignorant. The citizens are ignorant. Anybody who is happy of this thing, either he belongs to the NDC or he support what the NDC is doing. Me, Alhaji Masawudu, I have seen revolution eye and eye in Boko. When I was in Boko, when 79, when Rawlings came, wearing his overall, we were all at Boko Community Center. When he commanded his junior soldiers to give him gun, where the Kusasis and then the Mampurusis come together, I was there. So look, this generation, this younger generation don't know the effect of this revolution. That is why they are hailing him. Look, today, Burkina Faso, they are in coup d'etat. The leader today is a soldier, is a military leader. Did you ever heard whether he's attempted with judges, he has killed judges, he has killed people? Who did you hear? What to say? Sani Pano, say, Burkina Faso, Papano, Nipa Saino Kuye. Tarore. But today, if history can be just Ghanaians, they be mentioned from 1, 2, 3, we can mention more than 20,000 innocent Ghanaians that have lost their life during this military coup d'etat led by Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, PNDC now. But did Rawlings kill them? Rawlings ne kumomo. one will say he was the leader.
But he didn't
Look,
kill
let
them.
me tell you.
Okay.
Adebuga, when they were interviewing him, and one guy, the Lebanese guy, told him that you, Adebuga, you have killed people. You use your mawak and kill people. And Adebuga told him, if I have killed people, it shall be sanctioned by your boss. Rollers asked me to kill them. It was on video. The judges who order when they order in the killing of these 3 judges.
I remember saying me follow Kakra reconciliation process, no, and obviously no.
You see,
it didn't look like we can attack him direct.
Yeah, we can't. You see, whatever it is, what brought of killing these judges is the coup d'etat, is the revolution. At the end, so that's why I said everything, whatever you did, at the end when you lost your life, when people lost their life, which means you did nothing. No, look, today, all what Rollers did, you can bring it back. But what about those people who die? Can you bring them back to life? So look, the NDC, the PNDC June 4th revolution and uprising, one, it has a big destiny. It has put in a fear and panic to innocent people in Ghana here. Beating people, looting and burning shops, doing this haphazardly.
Can we have a revolution without people dying?
Look, we can have revolution without people dying.
How is
when
that?
you look at Cote d'Ivoire, how many people died in Cote d'Ivoire when this man, when Burkina, this man, how many people died in Burkina when Traoré, or what is his name, when he took, Ibrahim Traoré, when he overthrown the government. You see, we can do coup d'etat or revolution, peaceful revolution, where life is not what? Where life is
not affected.
It's not affected.
Okay.
But for Rollers one, it has history. It is in our books. And people know how people suffer. Women were beaten to some state. They were struck naked. So if you are today celebrating June 4th, but we the
Kalabule story, I really want to because I heard say na amafo holding ya man omo wo so omuni yes say seminar and yes say be hwe na nya seminar yes say na wo be di seminar no because I will say seminar nti say ade foforo na say be bie so na say say then you take the punishment for one kasa anamo awotu a na it affected the citizens ahun na ewo krom the corruption at the time am for na kasa ya na air time pa nti na me a raw person obema me the exact things that were happening at that time because me person am for who dey see and nyama bi na see ansa na bibi I mean you see bibi ankoka papa enye trede
oni mami nka cha o say sa kalabule da dia o muka no
yeah
it is not a good thing
good
enya di papa e ma Ghana as guy bi say no mami ye kalabule ni pa me I'm a businessman let me yen duajima first na ntimi export ndua nkoboko odi ndua kwan from Tachima odi be koboko amani o be hun kwan no na nye easy onim sometime the ndua no she from a ton ndua no na ya load cargo car na the ndua no se from na the aburo the gundua no kosoro odur barrier na mo bisa o say dia na e wo no so we aburo nkwa no knowing that na ndua shem so abro no some customs no obetima fam binom so yantisu no mu ye dadie tentene bi if you come the what omo the best so and point you see that whether it will go down or not omo hu say na ndua wo ho no omo say yinema no oyinema no na omo hu ndua no omo nka kira wo say wi ndua no.
But do you know that me can be say so that to asem ya okay so when him says people take too much advantage and do this it affected the majority of the people in the long run it affected as a government and you know that it affected the MPP do you know
let me
that you couldn't even control the time and ema bo na e kosoro the bat na jomfo no so omo take too much advantage and you couldn't control that until to the ordinary Ghanaian na me the end consumer me bana me bra it is against you the government that is in power because you are the one that is supposed to control.
That's why I'm telling you how to control the country.
Okay, so control.
Say, so who say ndua wo ho your duty as a custom officer and at the government of the day no. As a Ghanaian, what you born you? I say we are then who punish no. By punishment, no one can say one video no. Nipa ntimi video. Duano I wa honom no. Ntimi we. The punishment is that even if you look at our tax laws no ewo ho. Ebi ada duano ombe season. Mo season duano. Na ebi punishment bi wo na fine bi wo ho mebama car no so asa fine. Na tomorrow mo season duano, which means your working capital no. And no be achina obesa koye we.
So how
very good. But Rollers time no. Almost season duano don't catch all. Almost season duano.
No, asem na wo kan ho asem na make.
Almost season duano.
Yeah.
Almost season duano. Almost de no almost auction duano.
Yeah.
No mo de no no mo de sikano. They put the money into the government coffee.
Okay.
Which means the government have benefited.
Okay.
But in this case, revolution ne Rollers time no.
Yeah.
For example, we yes I know hunu nduano. Make say we nduano. Nduano so won't be.
It doesn't make sense.
That's so right. Even some of them they will check them naked.
But that is how to force right?
Shika no kura. To because custom no or Ghana ni tiu. Mami ka chao. Custom ni or Ghana ni.
Yeah.
Yeah. Na ewo. Soja bakon no ye bokuni yani enyina ndim by this time se bra mi ne wo kan wa wo me pese me boni.
Okay, we free mo.
Onim say ebi Alhaji Masawudu ka ni. Mi na Alhaji Masawudu papa ma we our problem. Ohun ka no ya on fa law no nya agima wo. Obe hu say wafa smuggler, wafa kalabure instead of the state to punish you no. No the
mrana shenin.
No the mrana shenin. So no the petrol no way at the gu kanu eshi kanu.
Okay.
Onim say nde so obi ekofan toma egu kamu no odoji tax na custom officer oba no the petrol egu kanu no to na ben you will be arrested because I'm
running
yajima.
Good.
So I don't think that stopping Rollers.
So how smooth was that time, no democracy, no, at the time compared to today? Because that was before the 1992 constitution.
Yeah.
Right? Because there was a constitution before.
The constitution was
at
there.
That time, no, I know.
The problem is that people were angry with Rollers. Only the Bible to a constitution go. Constitution and parliamentarians were in parliament.
Yes.
Doing their legal business in parliament. Oh, no Rollers. And now see here. Say wa good parliament no, wa good your constitution no. Wow. Sani pa we nande. Ube helu no we see where your papa where there. Yet there as New Patriotic Party, we against revolution today. We against coup d'etat today, we against coup d'etat tomorrow. It is the NDC. Now one to say now Rollers John Mahama can say omo NDC there they believe in coup d'etat. In coup d'etat almost see omono they come from coup d'etat, they are born from coup d'etat. So in terms of violence, they don't afraid of violence. But SSC Ghana for whom say this second coming of John Mahama no, you're very careful because sa coup d'etat matters when we never basa.
But this time, so much for coup d'etat power.
On for coup d'etat power. But idea we
acknowledge Troy say there can be a revolution.
Yeah. That's why we said.
So it means that one way or the other.
That's why. Yeah.
So bet me I no pampa so they are not just a revolution is a good thing. Yeah.
That's why me say revolution might be a niho a revolution.
Okay.
But ni papa no say oya no man kunipa.
Okay.
Because I then kura Rollers say revolution at long last no obey democratic president. By that time no also say anka also njina mera so inter reconciliation by na omo friend no.
Yeah.
Na we no but Ghana peace peace loving people until we person Ghana ha former president no omo basa. I might be anka Rollers omo kunu da. But Ghana ha odi agro sa
another more for Park Running Rollins and
yeah, Mrs. Anda Mikano, where Ghana ni, Mami Ghana. So Mino as MPP no, Yane June 4th, revolution, mo
any business
be money business be.
Okay,
so we should go on think about our future, think about our current generation and the future generation, and think about democracy.
That's a very positive point I was making.
Kind of.
But maybe just one question. We are not going back there. Your name. I didn't see enana omanfono eye saniamana na etia citizens no at the time with nyamo mo no mo hode na omo pretend so money upon to say beche omo any other. Why were they doing that? What was their intent?
This
the intention, what was it for? Like I didn't na wa payo no omo yesa nyama na ema ho kyere about my no I didn't ya. Why were the people do? No, the citizens. The people.
Yeah.
You see, it becomes a problem.
I say, mind bia, you people who are citizens, and we have those who are spectators. Comfort be omo priority nina say mino enkonanim. Obiso greedy. Greedy no say no almost person kuminya na dia no ono no the personal interest no kwa na ye what is thinking personal interest and na di sa nyina we buy because okoto nema bi wo ho even if you look at Quran obi wo to nema no du nema no gu na nema no ebe ye high price ansana oto
mafia
no even Quran ekase saade enye say wuna we was ka na watching out beans nyina Ghana beans nyina adibegu yard now beans become scarce people need beans so now who be my price who pay and the citizen know whether they lack it
they
or
have
not.
They have no
option unless they went to
they go to buy
it like that so saade we you know and my mind
okay.
Now by that time, so business, not how many people were doing business? Our fathers, by that time, Ghanaians, farming, ajima, bebre. Wow. So the little business men and women, to me kofa import,
affected the majority.
So revolution by that is where rollers give orders.
I said, no monopoly in the doors. So they had the power.
This is junior soldiers. No, be another that time. No, almost overdose.
Good. International says the act by the people. No, they are wrong. But also the approach. Rollins and Crawford no addressing issue no is also wrong.
It was
too wrong.
Yeah, two wrongs cannot be.
Exactly, that is true.
So what people were doing, by that time they are gonna 4 years, they're very wrong.
Okay.
And they say now. Sadi. Now, what is Sadi? What is soap? What is soap? Sometimes if you want to go and buy soap, you won't even get the soap to buy. You sugar, you have to be killed. So all this thing, it was greediness. So, but now armed forces so mobile, so no more so. Edi omo personal interest no mo di law no mo di share omo no mo ye di omo pe. You see, that is why all this halubalu no ebaye. But to us no dear, me to my understanding no, my needs and wants no, revolution is not a system that Ghana we should practice.
And then also that Chibiano said yesterday Mosaba power. Yesterday we are try some over control and yama ediama. I don't say now no yeah dollar about from even before we get there no. I don't say Oma ensure said drivers are tete also and they indicated this day this thing would be in effect and it is happening. So when you do this, you intercede for the Ghanaian, ordinary Ghanaian.
Yes.
So please, next time, I know some mobile power soon, Anna.
Very soon.
Mobile yesterday, Mona said to very soon. Make sure say, more taking care of us.
The elephant, the winning.
Hey, it is possible. It is still.
We shall win to save Ghana.
I know, right? Okay, so Abusia, once again, in case you have just joined us, this is Ghana's favorite mid-morning program. Yeah, Jumania with a multilingual presenter, full of dynamism. Today, we're hosting the third national vice chairman of the NPP in the person of Alhaji Masawudu. And of course, yesterday was the June 4th. And we started from June 4th. What happened? Yeah, the ordinary Ghanaian, the one name on the view and son and Alhaji ABD and Komwe. Who said my boycotted TV3? And the issue has been going round. I was like, hey, what happened? And a movie, so I asked myself, and I had to say, media no, and a media, and I said, media, and most I'll cram a claim is a media, and I'm wanting a Muluzu election and all that. Alhaji, what do you have to say about this?
The Kamamincha media for you now. I say, when they say MPP, Ghana, we are proud to say we are the mother of democracy in what? In Ghana here. Because MPP 4, yenedi kumi preku. By say, Kinya yampe military rule, yapese Ghana, amomo, ukabina misu kabino, enya ajima. Obiahun, ajima din, yanda namo, aomo MPP 4, ye. Kumi preku demonstration, lead by your former president, Nana Adudanko Akufo-Addo. Yeah, media. Me kasa mi jina honom no. Me second masters. Me a media man. I did my masters in JRG. Go to the records at the JRG. Se si aminu ukano. Me mace. Start here. From first year after graduation. The minimum graduate nya basentale graduation no bi o.
I don't do basentale wa.
But me I can confidently and boldly tell you that I've graduated had my master's degree in development communication at the GIG.
Good.
You can go and check the records. Alhaji Masawudu, this is my name. And my colleagues are listening to me right now, and they can testify.
Anya Ansali Dianubi, what's the name?
Anya Basentali Dianubi, Anya Sansanu Dianubia. You see, so this is not a fake distance. So me myself, me a media person because me training I have trained from the media institution. So how come a person like me who had a training, a perfect training from the GIJ and a respectful institution like this, nama mini media ewo ntakwa. Mini media ni ntakwa. MPP ni media ni ntakwa.
Now the latest as a joint news reporter now, so I've seen the video ewo.
Good mami, let me deal with the TV3 before. So TV3 na yene womo ewo issue. The issue is that on them say Tinyina TV3, you were your rep school represented the party in TV3. So anytime na say TV3 are not doing fair to us. TV3 they are not doing fair to us. Odi rep kono ya MPP ni anytime they want to harass him, even they don't want to even allow the person to express himself or herself. So to some extent we have seen that. Now, we say, no, Africa TV3 ever bold like they are fighting us. So unanimously, the national party, etinambiti, cry, free communicators in the way TV3 DF TV3 for from today, issue statement. Nobody. No communicator to appear on this thing, TV platform. So, boycott until when settlement has made between the New Patriotic Party and TV3, so that the ridiculous attitude towards us, it will stop. Then we can what? We can go to their platform. So, yes, we are boycotted them and we are not going to their radio station and this thing. But sometimes you will program omutumi ba ebe cover. Still na omube cover no kana phone you know munni asembia. Omu cover call. Omu ba no omu cover no omu call. They will speak negatively word against us. But nani nyina ye until John Hughes. That guy, no.
Bedina, Bedina,
John Hughes. This guy, whether you have been paying, whether what, we don't know. We don't know. Your name, Adia Potin, MPP, guy, John Hughes. So, now, no, unim de okaye. The okaye ma mi buofu. As the national third vice chairman, me no. Say, unim. Over the platform, no, kasa. TV3, what they are. Obetuma kadia ope. Now, see, hey, MPP4, obi de bisa and say, almost MPP4, I boycott mo, omumbamo showbium, adan, no show ya mo. Na MPP4, musi muma boycott ye station. But ye the mic call mo program there. Now mo kasagu mic mo. Ana cancellation mo ka was he resetting or cancellation no the same ana o ka sembi e say before to say ya jimi ana because ya ka say ya boycott omo but identity omudi omo mic badie ya kasagu ya omo mic no so which means directly o ka tell say identity na kasagu omo mic so yes sir na me say okay say sa de so yes we our program na TV3 buy me who mic no me di kai ma omo woni say mo for omo mic embra a program so omo ntie na omo di omo mic
but we invite omo
we invite omo nobody have invited them.
Okay,
how can we invite this station? We don't have anything doing with them. So invite omo your program bibia omo say omo person omo ba omo ti ade na kodidi atem so omo ba ya no na me hu omo mic na me say me donya me bibia no be save TV3 mic win there. I will pull it down. Okay, so that even Afoyo was giving me this and say menja na me say no this
my sign
it's time mommy pulling na me say no I will do it
so
because this is a pure party program and this is a national headquarters program. It is not a parliament program whereby maybe parliamentarians what to me yes so.
Okay.
Also, me the third vice chairman, that chairman be me acting national chairman.
Okay.
So even the general secretary no to me and to me stop me say mommy pushy away Mike no. So I don't support
to me say oh sheda na we yeah.
Me sheda that obi a won say me sheda. So time na me even today. Even today, as I'm talking, any program, MPP be na TV3, na ma hunu omo brand ne, I will pull it down. Say I own him. Omo buy a program. Na munsuro musi mo. Omo buy a program. Na nu yoko. Omo yi brand no. And still ma hun say omo ni.
Omo the mic for buy.
Omo the mic for buy. No omo yi brand na me say hey, muni ma humu. Na me say no, na me prevent all.
Alhaji nya abotre na.
So it is not that we have issue with them. Look at Angel TV. Angel TV in there. Nobody, I don't think anybody can stand in Angel TV say 7 December or be woko to aba Emma MPP wa abua. Media general no mu jai na Captain Smart. This Captain Smart otimi jina say 7 December 2024 or be wo pia bonte ko to aba Emma MPP wa abua.
Check captain in the past why you mama mo. Ebi na asam na aba. Enti mo to go ase na mo nya abotre. Enti let's talk about the assault on the reporter Ewo Yoko.
The assault no.
Because like we have the video here.
Yeah, I was not me after the assault maybe me buy. Me I didn't see any assault on any news reporter.
Enti enfa video no na.
Oh, you can wait to my the video no ba na because
my video no why it is there since Alhaji Alhaji also Basintale on far fake qualification might said they now refer to Basintale and they said Dr. Anna Dr. Nefri one there Dr. Annie but Basintale they on record no say we need fake
no media me say
that's all refer to him
no I'm no it's the almost see
Alhaji Mpacho video
me video no now as what no omo ya ne dan okay me share Sada, where they assault her?
No, but like you know the definition of assault when it comes to legally, you know what an assault is, right?
Hey.
No. Say come, you know what an assault is.
Okay, me your lawyer. You know, I'm a good student.
Please, this is an assault. Until let's address it. Yeah.
This assault, yes, when assault there. Masam, define assault.
No, this is an assault.
I say, me who say my friend. Me who say nipa no my friend would say, oh, Masa, you say now. But when I assault.
Alhaji, no. Please address it.
Okay, for me, I condemn. I totally condemn. Not even a political party, any Ghanaian who is trying to assault or to injure media person. Okay. Because if medias are not there, how can the nation hear from us?
Yes.
How can people hear about our suffering? Look, yesterday I was in my room. I have donated 1,000 Ghana cedis. And I don't know, and it's touching. I was even trying, if I get time, I'll go there. Okay. Look, it's because of media that Mudi Akrabi, Masa Uhuna Akrano, Sanya media for na etimi call self crashing, ekoi video etimi di sa this handicapped person we at the Babonte.
Yeah.
And Kakrano be wu hokrano obi anim. And he's a Ghanaian too. So media, omu work no, Masa, it is huge thing. So we have to respect media people. We have to respect them with dignity. We have to give them the maximum respect. Say, yebe assaulto mo. But we should deal with unprofessional medias. Because media work is a professional work.
Okay.
But if you do it unprofessional, like the way John Hughes is doing, you go hard on political parties. Even whatever your political party did, even if they did bad, you don't talk about it, and you go hard on your on some political party, insulting them, insulting even sitting president. It is not good. So if you classify yourself as a media, to us, we will think that you are
especially being a traditional media, right?
Be a traditional media. You see, so sometimes medias are professional.
But we have other journalists also working the same way for the NPP. Like if we have to, it says, say a corner side there, there were other media.
No, me no, I did not do a selective justice. I am saying both NDC media, NPP media, whoever you are, I'm addressing
they should
both.
all of them should be professional.
All of them should be professional.
But do you have any like issue personally that a bit Mama take it? What's the name? Johnny. Obetumi taking it on because of course say Juma any professional work. I'm professional and I say ethics and Juma. You can take us on legally. So do you have such that you can call an action against him?
You see the primary action that the party can take on John Hughes is to boycott his the station.
It's platform and that's all.
Yeah, that's the action.
Okay, that's just legally don't shut down affected will be
legally no.
But too hard on you if you don't like that.
Yeah, so the primary one no. Secondary matter about but this is the primary one. Okay. So the primary one is we boycotting their station that we will not have any business with them.
Now, national executive, the whole national executives, there's the report that the national vice chairman of the NPP, I can say, dissolve it because in fact, because NPP and at the level of unprecedented. What do you have to say? Because you're one of such the team now.
The national vice chairman, we have first, second, third.
The first vice.
The first vice, Chairman Bute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, last meeting, I say video should be by Okasa. Say.
Okay, so you have seen it.
I have seen the video.
So try about also direct.
Yeah, I have seen the video where Okasa, the current executive, Omuntu Abantia, failure. Say. political party there, Obia ne mine or the bar partner. You see, always say this is not the first time MPP co-opposition, and this is not the last time so MPP will be in opposition. Onukura where national first vice chairman,
right?
National first vice chairman.
Okay.
He was central regional chairman for about 2 or 3 times.
Before
2008. No, chairman, no, regional chairman. Regional chairman, no. Oko election, no. Yantumi win election. As a regional chairman, Yantumi win election. Or we catch and say, what feel. I don't think about that time we won't resign. No, so I be contested you. You see, sometimes we shouldn't. You say the bullet, you cotton ammunitions, na di my opponent. Your opponent say, "Woman fight here." It is election that we win, and we lose the election. As a national first vice chairman, the honorable thing, who as a national first vice chairman no be no. In the absence of the chairman, who know we are national chairman of the party. As a we are there, you come back to a drawing board. You see and see. Then potting na Ghana for to about here and now then na ama yam krom for MP enkoto aba man but anya say uko tire fie umba mitis friend meet womba umba meet wunya bibia na unanam na ukasa sa against a political party that you think you are the first vice chairman. So me meeting the video no ni kasa no. I describe it as clueless, incompetent, and disgraceful on the first vice chairman. Because today, and we are 3 chairmen. The first vice, the second vice, and the third vice.
Okay.
On the first vice, Talata Soba na second vice. Yeah. Na me third vice. Yeah. Me catch you since party no co-opposition. Mendada.
I see.
I'm on my feet,
working
hard for the new patriotic party because I have confidence, I have the zeal that inshallah, come 2028, the new patriotic party is going to come back to power. I am telling you, and there's no doubt, because today, if you look at what is going in the house of the NDC, you can clearly shows that they start failing. John Mahama has surrounded himself with incompetent ministers and arrogant ministers and double standard. If I say double standard, look, when matters come, opposition, omuka about spending, reckless spending. Kujato ablakwa, yewo power. Or your press conference, the whole media stations, the whole Ghana lambasi the president of the republic, but then Nana Danko Akufo-Addo.
Okay.
Say Akufo-Addo afa a private jet. Or T soro no juaregu Ghana for. I said unkatia su kasa. Masa today ama okujato Ablakwa kase or no under his watch na NDC become the NDC bad power. Na any appointee ana vice president or ana president ekofa private jet or no Ablakwa obe resign. Within 4 months, 5 months, the current vice president Nana Jane or Nadine Nuko Professor Jane Nana Opoko Ajiman or free the hospital in the bar. She took a private jet, which even coster than what Akufo-Addo took. Today, Ghana for say, we want you to walk your talk to resign. What did you cry? Was he will resign? Ghana will be at loss. These are incompetent ministers and double standard ministers and hypocrites. The same thing. Okay, Sam George say this communication service tax.
Jata.
communication service tax. Jata ebeka chira Ghana for say MPP for gender adidia tembia level bia unim arrogant posture. Say or no under his watch, if NDC come to power and John Dramani Mahama and the parliament introduce communication service tax, he will attack John Mahama. Today, the communication service tax is working. This is Sam George go and attack John Mahama. So these are greedy bastards. These are arrogant boys. These are double standard guys, and they took Ghanaians for granted. So all these things, and they are quiet. LGBTQ.
Okay.
Sam George on to me Kabio. So these guys,
I'm sure they will say it's too early because I feel no matter.
No, that it's too early. No, they said that they will resign.
Do we have the cost of your friend is saying Professor J Nana and a private jet out to the do we have the cost for it so that we can compare?
They say Akufo-Addo one was $17,000 an hour. But Professor Omusho over $20,000 an hour. That's why
you have this figure.
The figure. That's what media were reporting. But I don't have the actual figure.
Okay.
But if you look at Nana Jane one, it clear. Okay. It is even cost than Akufo-Addo one. But why is it that when it was Akufo-Addo, it was bad? It was lambasting, it was insult. Today, it is NDC, everybody was quiet.
Okay.
Okudjado was quiet. So this is the high level of incompetency. This is the high level of hypocrisy that NDC, inshallah, will lose this election. So the third vice, the first vice, he has to address all this thing. He has to attack the NDC, not to attack his own people. If you are an MPP and you are attacking your colleague,
national first,
national first vice chairman,
and your money so attack opponents.
The opponents are there doing
more losing and your penny for now.
Domamba appointee Nkrofo Omonisa.
But blame me Rollins for the 1979 coup. No, say or no, I mean, so Mona Moda party no affairs are no. Ntino san kuya obviously no. Or no so. Argument to say.
Rollins there no.
Yeah.
Obiano who obey revolution omuku judges da.
No, we're only looking at who led the team.
We here no.
So now if someone win yanka, you are winning.
Political party went for election and lose. This is not the first time. The NDC went to election 2016 and lost the election.
And now 2020.
2020, they lost the election and come back to 2024.
Right.
Asedu Ketia went to election 2016 as a general secretary and lost. He went to election 2020 as the general secretary and lost.
Okay.
And come back 2024 as the chairman and win. So, Adentina Omu first vice Azoka.
Olusu
So it is irrelevant.
Okay.
There is no rationale on what the national MPP national first vice chairman is saying against his own colleague. It is hypocrisy. It is a hypocrisy way of talking.
Right. Are you still on Obesan Kobion say Mosan Ekwa, and are you going for the same position? And
Inshallah, this hard work that we are doing for the party won't stop. Inshallah, if the nomination is open, I am ready to contest.
Okay.
I am contesting on the same position. When you say position, no.
Yeah.
Okon first vice.
Okay.
Okon first vice, no. The total number of votes.
The Obenyano.
Last election in 2022, no. Yenipa 10
Okay.
So the 10. After the election, the party select 3 of us. So he became the first vice from Central Region, and Talata became the second vice from the Upper East Region,
and you became the third.
I became the third vice chairman from Bono East region.
I see.
You see, so this is
Bono East.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see. Then this time you don't know so because me person will buy that first and I say baby. So
Ajima no sana Ajima nete.
Okay.
So where a party Ajima. Yanye party Ajima once nakase ma.
Yeah.
Oka say wabre, anka Akufo-Addo say wabre, anka ndeye president.
It is true.
They say perseverance conquers difficulty.
Persevere and you will succeed.
You see, if you persevere, there is something that perseverance conquers difficulties.
That's
that
it.
Fire is telling lies.
Straight.
Grass will germinate unless, of course, it doesn't rain. So all these things, persevere. You persevere and you become somebody.
Okay, so my last question, because of time, over the period there were like breastfeed dear kakra minim necessary am I no ye den na sa ban for bar near party na what to me no e kan say o man nsan reverse o man no be corner you say forward ever backwards never. Enti no say even ahoche wo krom na sa ban for bar it is that so obe stabilize it. But to have a bank coming into power, reverse me, I can't count them. I don't know of them. Apart from Sabre. And I remember say ansana mulusu power no muka say o man no mu de be koso aye den. Nti no nyame fufuro bi amba mbeje yen. But this time no adane and we are seeing all new insatraya amasa ahohia aba from what the American say now dollar anymore say cedi are appreciate Motimia abina ensure say driver wanted to or more boss and we are looking at product bombra from near Emma from Krano still no and I'm on two be because say it's me here for drivers sell matete boss so there then it means that there can be that controller a bit me boy nyina say yeah production to so my just to a boy cry nyina yetete so because oil bo aba from na e cost to say damnation tisa meanwhile Russia Ukraine issues he emu cry den. Enti, what would you say as a party that has just left power?
Ohima we je on say we are see we obia ni ho on pe ye amman the mind. We all of us are agents of progress when it comes to our nation. But let's call a spade a spade. Look, NDC in there. To me, so maybe describe NDC with what people are saying. No, I will say NDC. No, I will describe them as Sakawa people. I will describe them as Nkrofo. Omun kana kura omu dada Ghana for adwene because omu ka kire say Ghana kura yewo short memory. Unim today. It is the dollar that cause all these things. Dollar no ba form na bibia eco form. Se si ano dia na ma dollar no ba form. They say ye bi say mu journalist, mu ye mu research say. Atu force na ma e ba form. John Mahama na ma e ba form. Say yes, omu na ma e ba form. They should tell us what policy by na odi ba ye. Now yesu MPP yeleni maybe next time yesu eba power yeah economic mention almost be steady what they should give us one policy the NDC implement here na dollar no bar form. There is no policy unim the reason why this dollar no falling no if you go back to Semi Jamfi word when they were in opposition, when the dollar was coming down, Sami Jamfi categorically stated his word clear that it wasn't a magic from the MPP. It was when international traders, when they were not having a transaction with the Americans, when the dollar, there was no much demand of the dollar. That is why people are not much purchasing the dollar. That is the reason why today dollar is falling, but not MPP magic. Today, we want Sami Jamfi to come out and justify what he said when he was in opposition. what has made today, whether or not today is the NDC doing magic or they have a policy. If they have a policy, they should bring out their policy that had made, in fact, the dollar coming down. Onim, today, look at China. And look, 3 months today, last 4 months, na me never free China. Me donya me had every China. Maybe per dollar no. Now it was 16 cities by that time. Before me per dollar no kura me breye. And sana me kra skanu edu ko China. And sana me tomi nema no den na nema no ba. Today, bisa who say China the dollar ko China omunji. China for they are dealing on their currency. Nobody is now about 30 something countries today say they will not transact with American dollar again. So there is no much demand of the dollar. And the cedi, cedi, untimin fan koto dollar biom. Hesi ako Saudi Arabia, dollars, you know, omun value dollar no biom. Obia no ho purchase dollar. So definitely, whether the NDC are magicians, whether whoever they are, whether they are super incompetent, the dollar have to drop. And the dollar is dropping not only in Ghana, it's a global. But we, the New Patriotic Party, our prayers is for the dollar to come down so that the ordinary Ghanaian people will enjoy. But what we want politically, if they are going to use it politically, we will ask them question politically that they should bring one policy that had made the dollar indeed coming down. They don't have it. You see, this is a gold ball that they said. This gold ball has given the gold for oil that has given birth to the gold ball today that they are enjoying it. And Sami Janvi, today you become the CEO of PMMC. You see, so if the dollar is coming down today, the only political party and the only person that they are going to applaud is the New Patriotic Party and Dr. Alhaji Bawumia for bringing, for the visionary way of bringing a policy that can transact the oil direct from our gold to Ghana here. Because by that time, if we are going to buy fuel, $200 or $100 million, we don't want to go and buy dollars and ask for more dollars. We just exchange it with our gold direct. That is why today the dollar is down. NDC have they can't take any credit from this dollar. And if they think they have credit, why is it that they are not giving us policy? They should bring their policy. So, and secondly, I will say, NDC for yes, look at today. Oma abolish way, all the taxes that they abolish. When you bring them together, and you calculate it, the money you will get, it is times 10 or times 8. The money they are asking Ghanaians to pay now for 1 liter. 1 liter, 1 cedi. When you buy 1 liter, or this your big car, I think you can buy about 40 to 50 liters. When you buy 50 liters, automatically you are going to pay 50 cedis to the government. Look at this 419 system of the NDC. This is in fact a straight thievery. And then adia omuye we ese Ghana for a driver for media for obi a use car ese ye pie and ye demonstration against this thievery, because if you can't afford 1 cedi, 1,000 Ghana cedis mobile money, you pay 1 cedi. Okay. And you come and upload 1,000 cedis of fuel and pay almost 8 cedis. Mm-hmm. Massa, it is ridiculous. Right. It is ridiculous. When me will tell us. So
you have 1 minute to
me like this. In fact, every week or 2 weeks, mbetema to fuel more than 40 drums. mbetuma to more than 40 drums. And yeah, these were drums for my trailers. So today, one drum, if 1 liter, how many liters make a drum? Let your producers check and see how many liters make a drum. And you calculate.
We don't have enough time though. I understood that there was a depth in the energy sector and all of that.
So today, we were having that depth.
Yeah.
But when we come, there was not any Dumso level levy.
No,
there was no Dumso levy. This is pure Dumso levy.
Okay.
There was no Dumso levy that has been posed to Ghanaians, and there was no Dumso too.
All right.
You see, we told Ghanaians about NDC, incompetent NDC. We told them that when they come, they will bring Dumso.
I mean, next 4 years, modern Eba, is it Brian or Kennedy Japan? And
if you look at the new patriotic party this time around, here were men.
You have the men.
We have the men. We have the competent men.
Good.
But and there,
yeah.
We are bound not to throw support to Obia because of the unity of the party.
Okay.
So Obia new patriotic party, no, na betua. But Binumusu say, Akufo-Addo buy over 3 times. Was it first Kufuor buy over 2 times? Party no yi no. Akufo-Addo buy over 3 times. Party no yi no nobody president.
So
Dr. Suba no. And say Dr. Ba 1 time na Dr. Dr. Dupana.
That's it.